Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about doing mace 360s for people in wheelchairs. This video is not going to have wide appeal, and that's fine. I received a comment from somebody who is in a wheelchair and they want to know if they can do mace 360s or shield cast with a club. The answer is probably yes. There are some concerns that we would like to think about when we do this. I grew up living and working on an equestrian therapy horse farm where we taught people who were wheelchair bound or people who had many other issues how to ride horses. That's what my entire first half of my life was about. We don't have a wheelchair here at Combate Fitness in Los Angeles, but we do have the idea. We're going to think about it. The most important thing you want to think about is the length of the lever that you are going to use. Today we have a mace with us. A mace is something that is very good to use, but the length of the lever might mean that it will interfere with the wheels of your wheelchair when you actually swing from side to side. If you are going to actually train in your wheelchair, something like the heavy club is a much better option because it is short enough that you may miss the wheels at the back of your wheelchair. We would prefer that you transfer from your wheelchair to some type of box or structure in order to do these activities. So I'm just going to use a jump box here at the gym and we're going to sit back. The most important thing is that we sit all the way back. So our tailbone should be at the back of the box so that as the weight swings, whether it be a club or a mace, it's not going to impact the box. If we are far forward on the box and we have this big lip down here, that is going to be a really big problem when we go to the mace. It's going to be in the way. Get back as far as you can, maybe even hang your tailbone off a little bit so that we can get all the way to that seated position. The first thing that we need to do is work on that two-handed backswing. Get your mace to the back position any way you want. Over your shoulder usually, slide it down the back. Get your hands to extension, lift your elbows up, biceps towards the ear, and then we need to start working on this swing position. This swing is important. We're going to check for things that we're going to hit on whatever box or block or wheelchair that we are using, and we need to know if we're going to destroy a $1,500 piece of equipment in order to do a simple exercise. If we are, we need to find some other structure to sit on in order to accomplish the task. The backswing with the club is usually much easier because the club is so much shorter. Same idea. Set it on your shoulder. Drive it straight down back. Get it behind our body, biceps towards our ears, and we're going to work on getting that swing. Swing from side to side. The most important thing that we're doing with that is we are rotating on a vertical axis. We are not just moving our arms. We are trying to move and rotate our upper body. Upper body, rotate, 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 rotate. Club on the shoulder, slide all the way back. Look, 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 look. The wrist needs to swing gently. We are accomplishing the swing by rotating the center of our chest from side to side. When we want to get out of that back position, we need to start with a light enough club that we can do a tricep extension, drag it back onto our shoulder, and get it in front of us so we can control it easily with one or two hands. Usually the club is better to start with than the mace when we start our shield cast. Start your club or shield cast in a staccato manner. Top hand, bottom hand. Top hand moves to the weak side, goes behind the head, transfers across to one side, elbow pulls down towards our hip. Pause. Vertical is the important part. 90-degree angle in the arm is the important part. If your hands are too high or your fingers aren't closed all the way on the club, usually indicated to be seen from this top finger, you'll see this gap or these knuckles won't line up. Figure out how to close your hand all the way, Get your arm down to that 90-degree angle and start the next rep. Cross body, behind the head, same side, elbow to hip. Cross body, behind the head, elbow to side, pull straight over. Cross body, behind the head, other side of the head, elbow straight down. Once you've practiced the staccato movement equally on both sides with either your good hand high or your weak hand high, and you've done volume cycles and density cycles, we have videos on that, go look them up, then you can move to a heavier weight or a longer lever. Usually your heavier weight is the preferred method to go up. Stay with a short lever, move up in weight, so that when you move to the long lever, it's actually easier. We would also like people to practice the straight pullover, straight back, and straight forward. This usually helps people who are wheelchair bound, because many people who are wheelchair bound end up with their shoulders forward. You need to do either pullovers or some type of vertical pull in order to help stretch out the upper back and realign muscles in the upper part of the body. We can talk about a cable pull down exercise later, which is really good, but let's stick with the clubs for now. The pullover, straight back, straight forward. Top hand is the dominant hand. Bottom hand is the support hand. Start with a light enough weight. Get it behind the head. Lift your elbow up. Let it try to lift your chest towards the sky. Elbow pulls to hip in the pullover. If your body is collapsing, work on getting it straight back. In the beginning, you can rest it on your shoulder, lift your elbows up, and let the weight pull you back and down. Extend the triceps, pull the elbows back over. If you need to reload on the shoulder, reload on the shoulder, lift the elbows up, try and extend the thoracic spine. Hands go down, extend the triceps, pull elbows over. Straight back, straight forward, staccato, 4-count circle, and eventually that will build towards our shield cast. Get your tailbone at the back of the box. Top hand goes past opposite ear. Try to get around, verticalize the spine. Thumbs try to touch the back of the shirt. Pull elbow to hip. Swing, pull. Swing, pull. Swing, pull. Swing, pull. Do an equal number with both hands high. Top hand goes past opposite ear. Swing, pull. Swing, pull. Swing, pull. The best piece of equipment for something like this is an 8X adjustable club. It costs more money. I don't have one with me right now, but it's an adjustable club system, and it starts at 3.5 pounds, and you can add 1.25 pounds as you progress through the weights. So it costs more money to buy an 8X, but an 8X is probably the only way you're gonna learn to accomplish this task, because you can start with a light weight and things can go wrong without any type of serious injury. You do a volume cycle where you keep the intensity the same. Do sets of 3 or 5 equal sets on both sides. Start with, say, 4 sets of 5, add a set, 5 sets of 5, build up to 20 sets of 5, then add weight. Repeat the system over again. It takes a long time, but that's fine. We would like to have more opportunities to learn how to put our body in the correct position or to line up better than fewer opportunities. More opportunities, better outcome. Fewer opportunities, worse outcome. 3 versions: straight pull, staccato, 4-count around the head, and then the flow version, smoothing it out, working on that back swing. If there are more questions on this topic, I would love to talk about it.